Hi guys.
What up? Good day.
Hi guys.
Hello guys.
Welcome to our vlog.
Hi guys, I'm Jordan.
Good day mga ka-Eka Tropas. I'm your It's a Girl, Dayan Clardy Barret, and welcome to our vlog. So, mga ka-Eka, we were going to talk and tackle about the different market structure with our Eka Tropas mamaya. But before we see our handsome and beautiful Eka Tropas, it's important to know first the meaning of market. So, what is market? In economics, market is utilized in a wide perspective. The phrase the market does not denote a single space but the broad area where the buyers and sellers of a product are spread. This is due to the fact that in today's world, agents and samples are used to sell and purchase items. As a result, a commodity suppliers and customers are dispersed throughout the vast area. Commodity transaction can also be conducted via letters, telegrams, telephones, the internet, and etc. Kaya naman, according to Prof. Cornels, market in economics does not tolerate particular marketplace, but the entire region in which things are bought and sold. In this transaction, the price of commodity is the same the whole market. But what is market structure? Market structure defines an industry characteristics in relation to the number of businesses in the industry and how they compete. Understanding market structure can help economists and as a student better understand how businesses make price and output decisions. The number of companies in an industry, the standardization of the goods or services supplied by those companies, and the obstacles to entrance in an industry can all be used to determine the market structure of that industry. So, to differentiate the characteristics of the market structures, there are following. Number 1, number of companies related to the size of the market. The number of businesses in a given industry has an impact on how they compete. Because corporations are price taker and must accept the market price defined by the supply and demand, when there are several companies in an industry, price competition is limited. When there are only a few dominating enterprises in an industry, price leadership is used. Number 2, standardized products versus products differentiation. Companies compete by distinguishing their products whenever possible. When there are fewer companies, product differentiation is easier, especially if the goods or services has few close substitutes. Product differentiation is a market approach that emphasizes the distinctions between a company's products and a competitor products in order to increase the brand loyalty. The difference, if it's an improvement, enables the vendor to sell at a greater price than its competitors. A standardized products can be distinguished, meaning each company offers a perfect alternative for the objects or service given. Number 3, barriers to entry and exit. If they can, people try to imitate success. Profit entices competitors to enter the market if a company is able to do so. Because industry with enormous economies of scale like automotive industry have high barriers to entry. Economies of scale arise when increasing output reduces the average unit manufacturing cost. Economies of scale are typically seen in an industry with a small number of large competitors. So, to further know about the market structure, now let's proceed to the first type of the 4 market structure, the perfect competition. In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Hi guys, I'm Jordan Birata, and today I'll be discussing about perfect competition. What is a perfect competition? Perfect competition is one of the 4 market structures that occurs when all companies sell identical products. Market share does not influence the price. Companies are able to enter or exit without barrier. consumers have a perfect or full information about the product, and companies cannot determine the prices for the products. In a perfect competition, the market structure is at its greatest possible level due to companies that are selling homogeneous products. In other words, the market consists of many sellers with identical products and services, which makes them a perfect substitute product for each other. And this is the most important factor in a perfect competition. Think about it, a dairy farmer can taste milk and determine if that milk is from his farm or not. And this is the same for every other firm in a perfect competition. To make it easier to comprehend, here is an example of a perfect competition. Agriculture is a prime example of a perfect competition. Rice, milk, fruits, and farmer's jam are a common product in a market with a perfect competition. Take jam for example. Most farmers sell an identical type of jam with very little differences due to their recipes. Farmers sell this jam to an identical price since raising the price would discourage their buyers. The consumers in this case can be knowledgeable about the product's recipe, its origin, and any other information relevant to the good. Lastly, a perfect competition is considered theoretical because nothing in the market can be considered perfect. However, the concept of a perfect competition is useful because it functions as a standard to measure the efficiency and effectiveness of the real-world market. Looking at a graph, a perfect competition would look like this. Oh my God! This graph right here is an example of a certain company in a perfect competition. The demand for this firm is horizontal, which means it is perfectly elastic. This horizontal demand curve is the demand, but is also equals to the marginal revenue. In other words, the marginal revenue is equals to the demand as well as the average revenue and the price, thus forming the formula right here. To sum it up, firms are passive price takers since they have no say on what the price is going to be, which makes it rational for them to only produce where their marginal cost intersects with their marginal revenue. Anything more than that, then for every incremental unit, they'll be spending more money than their revenue or profit. That's all for perfect competition. Now we'll be moving on to the next type of market structure.
Hi guys, I'm Eliza Maria Padena. Join me in this vlog. Let's go to the grocery store. Maybe you are confused and wondering, what am I doing here in the grocery store? Well, I'm here because of the monopolistic competition. Do you know what monopolistic competition is? So, monopolistic competition is a type of market structure where many companies are present in an industry and they produce similar but differentiated products. Barriers to entry and exit in a monopolistic competitive industry are low, and the decisions of any firm do not directly affect those of its competitors. In short, monopolistic competition can be related to business strategy of brand differentiation. Now, let me tell you what are the characteristics of monopolistic competition. It includes the presence of many companies. Each company produces similar but differentiated products. Companies are not price takers, free entry and exit in the industry. Companies compete based on product quality, price, and how the product is marketed. Since you already know what is monopolistic competition and what is its characteristics, let me give you some examples of monopolistic competition. One of the examples is grocery store. Yes, you heard it right. That's why I am here right now. Number 2 is restaurant. Number 3 is fast food chains. And even hotels and shoe stores are part of the monopolistic industry. Let's proceed to the conclusion of monopolistic competition examples. Thus, monopoly is the industry or the sector which combines the elements of both monopoly and the competitive markets. There is freedom to the players to enter and exit from the market, along with offering a different product which has similarities but is not the substitute of each other. Therefore, they can maintain the prices of the products or the services they are offering on their own. In the case of the industry or area where the monopolistic competition exists and there are super profits, then it will encourage the new firm to enter the market as there is the freedom of entry, which in long run will lead to the normal profits. Now, let me show you the graphs of monopolistic competition in short run and in the long run. In the
Another one.
short run, the diagram for monopolistic competition is the same as for a monopoly. The firm maximizes profit where MR is equals to MC. This is at output Q1 and price P1, leading to supernormal profit. While in
Another one.
the long run, demand curve shifts to the left due to the new firms entering the market. That's why supernormal profit encourages new firms to enter. This reduces demand for exiting firms and leads to normal profit. That's all for the monopolistic competition. Now, we will proceed to the next type of market structure.
What up, guys? Meron na tayong two types of market structure na ipinaliwanag ng kagroup ko. Sa video na ito, ipapaliwanag ko naman kung ano ang oligopoly at kung anong sitwasyon meron sa oligopoly.
First, what is an oligopoly? Oligopoly is best defined by the market conduct of firms. A market dominated by a few large firms. High level of market concentration. Each firm tends to produce branded or differentiated products.
Why oligopoly? Oligopoly derives from Greek word oligo, meaning few, and polyen, meaning to sell. Ito ay binubuo ng mga sellers na kakonti lang, pwedeng 2 hanggang 3 sa isang market. Sila ay ang mga tinatawag na major player. Sa kanila lang naman kasi bumabase at sila lang yung tinitingnan ng mga small sellers. Kumbaga, sila lang yung nagdo-dominate kasi sila lang yung the best. Whatever their action is, tinitignan ng small sellers kung kaya nilang tapatan yung ginagawang move ng mga major players pagdating sa competition. May iba't ibang industry na mayroong oligopolyo. Steel manufacturing, oil, tire manufacturing, wireless carriers, and airlines. To be specific, in the streaming market, we have 3 competitors, which are Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon. Sa tatlong ito, oligopoly ang tawag sa kanila dahil malalaki silang streaming service at kilala sila sa buong mundo. Pero konti lang sila na naglalaban. These 3 streaming service perform interdependence. Kapag nagdedesisyon ng isa, dapat alam yung iba. Dapat hindi labag sa ibang streaming service. Let's proceed to our next topic, which is the characteristic of oligopoly. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characteristics of oligopoly.
Laasan ako.
Ay, ito pala.
Seriously?
Number 1 characteristic under oligopoly, the number of competing firms being small. Each firm controls an important proportion of the total supply. Meaning, malaki ang impact nung kinokontrol nitong market share. Ganun lang kasimple. Number 2, homogeneous or differentiated product. So, what's the difference between the two? Kapag homogeneous products, gumagawa yung firms ng pare-parehong product. For example, we have Company 1, Company 2, Company 3. Pare-pareho silang gumagawa ng cellphone. Ang pinagkaiba lang ay ang model at brand. But at the end of the day, pare-parehong gumagawa ng cellphone. Ang differentiated products naman, the word itself, differentiated. We have Company 1, Company 2, and Company 3. Pare-pareho silang firms na gumagawa ng products. Pero gumagawa sila ng magkakaibang klase ng product. For example, si Company 1 gumagawa ng speaker. Si Company 2 gumagawa ng TV. Si Company 3 gumagawa ng parts ng mga kotse. So, ganun lang kasimple. Entry is possible but difficult because of entry barriers. That is our characteristic number 3. Ano ba yung mga entry barriers natin? Pwede natin isama yung problema sa distributors. Kasi hindi naman ganun kadali yung pagkuha ng product o pag-process ng mga papers para makuha yung i-resell mo. Cause of entering the market. Hindi naman ganun kadali na makakapagtinda ka agad-agad sa market na gusto mong tindahan. Next is number 4, interdependence. Once na ikaw ay magtitinda sa isang market, hindi pwedeng magtitinda ka lang without knowing the actions of the other sellers. So, meron ka dapat pakialam. For example, gusto mong mag-business ng milk tea. Aalamin mo kung ano ba yung mga tinda at strategies ng mga sikat na milk tea shop. Number 5, characteristics of oligopoly. Uncertainty. Ito yung kapag pumasok ka sa business, hindi ka sure kung magiging successful o malulugi ka. So, hindi ka sure sa mga bagay-bagay. Pero pumasok ka pa rin. Dako naman tayo sa types of oligopoly. First, we have pure or perfect oligopoly. So, what does it mean? If the firms produce homogeneous products, it is called pure or perfect oligopoly. Homogeneous products, ito yung nabanggit ko kanina. Next is imperfect or differentiated oligopoly.
If the firms produce differentiated products, then it is called differentiated or imperfect oligopoly. The goods produced by different firms have their own distinguishing characteristic, yet all of them are close substitutes of each other.
Ang example dito ay ang mercury drug. Palagay natin na isang market ito. Sa loob ng mercury drug, maraming binibentang gamot. Pero magkakaiba sila ng purpose. May gamot para sa sore throat, may pangsipon, may panglagnat, at meron pang iba. Magkakaiba sila ng purpose pero pare-pareho silang gamot. Next is collusive oligopoly. Kapag nagkakaroon ng coordination or pag-uusap ang mga firms, ang tawag dito ay collusive oligopoly. For example, sa OPEC, merong 12 countries. Lahat yon ay nagpo-provide ng oil. At nagkaroon sila ng coordination or agreement na kung saan pinag-uusapan nila na kailangan nilang magkaroon ng restrictions sa pagpo-provide ng oil. Meaning to say, nagkaroon sila ng coordination. Meron din tayong tinatawag na cartel. Cartel ang tawag sa grupo na kung saan nagsasama-sama sila. Halimbawa, yung 12 countries na yon, sabihin nating cartel sila. Nagkakasundo-sundo sila, hindi sila magkakalaban. Di ba sa oligopoly, nabanggit natin kanina na magkakalaban sila. Kapag nagsama-sama yan, ang tawag sa grupo na yan ay cartel. Next is non-collusive oligopoly. If firms in an oligopoly market compete with each other, then it is called a non-collusive or non-cooperative oligopoly. The firms in non-collusive oligopoly tries to gain maximum share of market by developing policies and strategies to outperform or beat their rivals. Si Coca-Cola at si Pepsi ang example dito. Sila lang yung sikat na soft drinks sa buong mundo. Maraming ginagawang soft drinks si Coca-Cola, pati si Pepsi. Isang product lang sila pero magkakaiba yung mga flavors na ginagawa nila. Open oligopoly. Dito merong freedom na kahit sinong businessman o nagbabalak na magtayo ng isang business or pumasok sa isang market ay pwedeng-pwede niyang gawin. Last but not the least is closed oligopoly. It refers to that market structure where only few firms control the market. New firms are not allowed to enter industry. Barriers are set to prevent the entry of new firms into the industry. FDA or Food and Drug Administration is the best example for this. Dito, bago ka makapag-produce ng mga gamot, kailangan ipa-approve mo muna yan. Hindi basta-basta makakapag-produce. Dadaan ito sa ilang mga test bago i-approve ng FDA. That's all for oligopoly. Now, we will proceed to the next type of market structure.
Hello guys, this is Ralph Jefferson Ciosina. And today's topic, I just want to share to you one of the most intriguing style of marketing or one of the most popular structure of marketing in the markets. And it is called Monopoly. So, Monopoly was originated from the Greek word monos, which is mean single, and polein, which is mean sell. So, it was during mid-16th century. Then, nabuo doon yung word na monopolion sa Greek at naisali naman bilang monopoly into the word of Latin. So, ano bang ibig sabihin ng monopoly? So, monopoly means a company or group having exclusive possession and control over a commodity or services. At sila din yung mga sometimes merong control or kapangyarihan na magdikta or magdikta sa mga trade ng mga commodity and services na kanilang ino-offer sa mga tumatangkilik sa kanila sa kanilang product na ginagawa nila or servisyo na binibigay nila sa mga. Ang isang meaning pa ng monopoly in short term ay exclusive of a market by a supplier of a product or a service for which there is no substitute. Yan, sila lang yung mga company or group na nagsusupply lang nung specific product na yun or services. Wala silang kakompetensya na ibang grupo pagdating sa market. Kaya ang mga tao, ay no choice sila kundi bilhin na lang yung product na binibenta na yun, lalo na kung yun ay kailangan nila, commodity nga or service na hinahanap ng mga tao para masatisfy yung mga daily needs nila or yung mga wants nila. Eto nga, kagaya ng isang example, dito ay Meralco. Dito sa Pilipinas, ang Meralco is nasa side ng Monopoly. Ibig sabihin, walang ibang company or grupo na nagbebenta dito sa Pilipinas ng kuryente or nag-aalok ng serbisyo on the terms of electricity, tanging ang Meralco lang. So pagdating naman sa Ilocos Norte, ang mga Marcos nakagawa ng mga
5 minutes later.
Windmill, kung saan hindi sila masyadong dumidepende sa Meralco, kundi yung windmill, doon nagsisource yung electricity nila. So balita ko nga, mas mura yung mga kuryente doon sa Ilocos Norte. Since nga hindi naman monopoly mga windmills, so natural resources siya. At doon ang gagaling yung electricity ng mga taga doon. Unlike dito sa Manila and other region part of the Philippines, umaasa lang tayo sa Meralco.
Oh my God!
And ang Meralco lang kasi ang pwede natin mapagkunan ng kuryente. Mahalaga naman sa atin ngayon, lalo't maraming work from home, maraming online students, mga businesses online, at umaasa lamang sa kuryente na pinoprovide ng Meralco. So, in this situation, the supplier is able to determine the price of the product and services they offer in the market without fear of competition from other sources or through substitute products. However, the monopoly has advantages and disadvantages pagdating sa market. So, ano bang advantages ng monopoly? So, since nga wala kang other competition doon sa market, pwede mong taasan yung presyo ng produkto mo or servisyo na ino-offer mo doon at kumita ng mas malaki. Ganun pa man, ang disadvantages nito, since pwede mong gawin yung bagay na yun, ay maaari itong magdulot ng pagkasira ng economic welfare. No! So, maraming tao ang pwedeng maghirap pa, kagaya ng ginagawa ngayon ng Meralco, since pataas yung presyo ng kuryente. Minsan yung kinikita ng mga tao hindi na sumasapat para sa pambayad ng kuryente. Yun na nga, disadvantages pa yun, baka mawalan ka pa ng customer. No! Kapag lalo mong ginawa yung ganong style of pagbebenta or marketing, yung pagtaas ng mga presyo doon sa produkto and services na ino-offer mo. So, yun lang. Thank you for watching and sana may natutunan kayo about sa term ng monopoly, kung ano ba talaga yung monopoly, at yung mga examples na binigay ko, sana naging tulong din sa inyo. Yung mga sinabi ko, sana tumatak din sa isip mo kahit medyo magulo. What? Thank you for watching. Salamat.
So yun guys, we already finished our topic about the different market structure. Pag-usapan natin ang mga 4 type of market structure. So yung una doon ang perfect competition, kung saan maraming mga company na nagbebenta ng parehong product o services at walang sino man ang may enough na power sa market para magtakda ng mga prices sa product or services without losing business. Moreover, yung perfect competitions is the best structure sa ating mga consumer dahil binibigyan nito ang mga mamimili ng pinakamalaking surplus ng consumer and maximizes total surplus for the economy. Pangalawa, pinag-usapan din natin yung tungkol sa Monopolistic Competition, kung saan dito maraming company ang nag-aalok ng mga product o services na may close substitutes. Kaya naman yung mga hadlang sa pagpasok at paglabas ng isang monopolistic competitive industry ay mababa. At yung mga decisions ng alimang company ay hindi direkta naka-apekto sa mga kakompetensya nito. So, number 3, pinag-usapan din natin ng oligopoly, wherein ito ay market characterized by a small number of firms who realize they are interdependent in their pricing and output policies. So, the number of firms is small enough to give each firm some market power. Lastly, pinag-usapan din natin ang about monopoly, kung saan sa market structure na to, there is a single seller or nagbebenta ng unique product sa market. Kaya naman yung mga seller faces no competition dahil sila lang yung nag-iisang nagbebenta ng mga goods na walang close substitutes. So mga ka-economics, itong mga different market structure is importante na malaman natin. Especially kung ikaw ay may plan na magtayo ng business in the future because naglilid ito sa isang strategic decision making. Dahil ang pagkakaroon ng kaalaman sa market structure ay nakakaapekto ito sa paggawa natin ng mga desisyon. Dahil matututunan natin ang mga katangian ng kanilang mga competition at kung paano tutugon ng mga markets sa pagbabago na ito. So, mga ka-economic, that's all sa aming topic. So, I hope you've learned about different market structure. So, bago ko tapusin ang vlog na ito, I want to say that don't forget to smile and take it every day that it happens to your life. So, hanggang sa muli mga ka-economics, thank you for watching to our vlog.